Podcast presents.
Welcome to the EBS podcast about nanodegrees. My name is Jim Seltenrijk and I'm the head of Master Studies here at the Estonian Business School. Today, joining me is Karmo Kroos, who will be talking with us about the nanodegree, business intelligence, applied quantitative data for quality improvement. Karmo, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Great to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit more? What is this nanodegree exactly about?
Well, behind this somewhat sexy title, business intelligence, is really the idea that we would like to give students necessary knowledge, skills, and ethical principles to improve their decision-making abilities in the business organizations which are using data.
Okay, so it is all about this field of data, which is really popular at the moment. Big data, all kinds of other data analysis. What is the main reason? Why should students join this particular nano then?
Well, maybe I want to reflect first what you commented, that it is indeed a very hot topic. You might have heard titles or someone mentioning that the data is a new oil, or that how we all being monitored all the time, and that there is so much surveillance, and that gives advantage for the people or organizations, including business, who are able to analyze it and take advantage of that. So that's part of the sexiness, but we of course are realistic what we can do within such a short program. So I want to be clear that we are not trying to train here data scientists, or it's not additional course for data analysts. Rather, the idea really is that while there is a lot of talk about this data being new oil and how to take advantage of it, and how that one should invest into EI or take advantage of big data. We really want to scale it down to the fact, or to reflect on the fact that many companies are small and medium-sized companies, especially the students that EBS is attracting, and they don't have resources or possibilities to hire specialized data scientists. But nevertheless, they generate data as well, and they could improve their decision-making process. They could improve or take advantage of the data in their production process for the quality control and improvement. And therefore, the second part of the title tries to give some idea of what we are aiming at, in that sense that you could take advantage of the business intelligence logic and tools, data for that matter, for the organizations who would like to control and improve quality.
Okay, that's very interesting. As you already mentioned, so your target group is not actually the data scientists or the hardcore data people, but more the business owners.
No, I wouldn't say that it's business owners. Of course, business owners are more than welcome and might have any interest in that. But it's more small and medium-sized companies where perhaps people who are handling data might be in a finance department, might be in the management, but they don't necessarily have to be among the owners.
Okay. So this your nanodegree is very accessible to everybody working in small to medium-sized organizations that would like to...
It tries to give, in that sense, transferable knowledge. And even though I have mentioned the quality control and improvement, which traditionally speaking are terms that relate more to the production companies, I can easily see the same logic being applied in service companies, or for that matter, when I mentioned that often there are people in organizations who are handling data, and they might be in the smaller companies, people in the finance or department, or even in accounting. That does not, again, limit only to those people. They are perhaps more familiar with the tools or feel more comfortable with numbers, but equally well one could take advantage of that coming from a marketing department because sales and all that kind of data might be more relevant for them in that sense.
Okay. So the core of your Nano is really making sense of this data that you already have as a smaller company, and then using this to make quality improvements, as the title suggests. What kind of quality improvements are you here aiming at?
Well, first, the task is, of course, to get a sense what kind of data is being generated by the organization by its regular activities. That data could be called administrative data or secondary data, which is there anyway. We do not indeed concentrate how to collect new data in different forms. We have different courses for that at EBS, or at least part of the courses where those things are discussed. But this course will not look at that. So we will more typically think in terms of production process or service provision process for that matter, where the data is automatically generated in the business process. And then once you have an idea what kind of data you have, then how to get a better idea with the overview it in terms of descriptive statistics, and then how to analyze it. Both in terms of getting a better overview of it using visualization tools or descriptive statistics tools, but we'll try to go a little bit into also inferential statistics, which helps to make more sense of it.
Okay. So very wide range of ways to analyze and how to deal with this data. Can you elaborate a little bit upon tools and also topics that are part of your Nano, because there's many out there in the world of data. So I'm very curious.
Yes, well, in that respect, we have to be, of course, again, realistic what we can do and what we want to do within this this program. We will rely heavily on two platforms or software products, both provided by Microsoft. First of all, we'll rely on Excel, which I explain also why that has to do with the fact that most people nowadays have them in their computers, in their laptops. And second of all, they have typically already some knowledge how to use it. So we don't really need to start maybe from scratch. And even if we would, use something very sophisticated or specialized for academic purposes, this is not necessarily what is being used in business organizations. So Excel will be one tool that we will be using, and as the title of the Nano also indicates, we will take also advantage of Microsoft another product called Power BI, Power Business Intelligence. So these will be sort of the tools, if you wish, what we will be utilizing or learning how to use.
Okay. And you will also give the practical insights regarding those tools and like how to use them. And
yes, that gets us a little bit into the program itself, in that sense that I will start with the course myself to bring everybody on the same page, which allows them to catch up on the Excel knowledge or skills for data analysis. But I will do that in order to teach Lean Six Sigma for business intelligence. So it will be to fill this aim of using quantitative data analysis or applied quantitative data analysis for quality improvement. And then we'll go into more in-depth courses which improve students' knowledge of Excel, how to use Excel for the data management, how to build a warehouse, put together different sources of data, and then a separate course on Power BI, which allows them to visualize it in an effective way, monitor it, follow the what is going on
within the organization, and
on the basis of data, or maybe it might be production, might be service provision, it might be organization in the sense of if the data is about people.
Okay. Very popular topic in the data world, or what organizations are nowadays doing with data, is setting KPIs. Will your Nano also talk about this part, or is there some sort of connection to KPIs?
The Power BI has a component of that where the KPIs are there, and also the Power BI, the course includes dashboards, which is one way to make those key indicators visual. So
to really work upon them and to make sure that people are understanding if you're hitting the target or if you're
lagging behind.
Exactly. That is very interesting. Can you tell me a little bit about your team? Because I'm assuming you're not entirely delivering this alone.
Sure. It would be too big, too much for me. Let's put it this way. But in addition to me, the Excel and then the Power BI will be taught by my colleague from Latvia. In Estonia, we have a saying that we can't do without Latvia, so that holds for this course. So he Ivars Krapins Vangas. Well, he has decades of experience in giving consultations and courses and trainings on Excel, and nowadays more also Power BI. So he will be delivering on that component, and then we will have also a separate course on the norms, ethics, and quantitative data analysis, which is there to bring also students aware of the moral choices, collecting and handling and analyzing data and making inferences from that. So I have colleagues from EBS who would then fill in that component. Jukka-Veikko Mäkinen and Hardo Pajula have agreed to deliver on that. And then the fifth course or component in this program would be hands-on project work, and we'll try to fill it in as a team, then perhaps if necessary additional person to help us will be then invited, and students then can benefit from the expertise of various kinds from different people.
Yeah, a very strong and diverse team. I've met most of them, and they are very talented people within their field. You already highlighted the fifth part of your nano degree, which is the practical application or the practical project. Can you tell us a little bit what would be the outcome for the students if they have fulfilled this project?
Well, my years or decades of experience in academic world shows that students really start learning and acquiring knowledge and skills once they get their hands-on of solving the actual task or problems, or doing the exercise assignments. And therefore we really planned a final project for this applied project for this nano degree, which will give 1/5 of the credits, and we want the students to apply the different components of what we introduce in different courses in that project which helps them to relate what was introduced, what they maybe made small exercises during the courses, but to try to do it with the guidance at the end of the program, before they maybe start applying it on their own in real life in the companies that they work or where they try to get the job.
Okay, yeah, to really get this practical experience with the data as well, and what to do with it in a real life setting. That is very, very relevant, and also one of the goals or main achievements we would like to see in Nano. So I think that this is a perfect example of that. Before I wrap the interview up, is there any main one sentence that you would like to say to potential students? Why should they join your course, or what they will find out during this Nano degree?
Well, I guess students would benefit a lot in a sense that they would see how one could use data analysis for quality improvement or control. They would see that it could improve managerial decision making, even in a small company that doesn't have means to hire data analysts. Students might need that or see that their labor market value improves because people who can do something with data are seeked after. Also it might mean that they really see that the knowledge is power, that show me the numbers.
Okay, yes, very, very true. Yeah. Karmo, thank you very much. The Nano degree Business Intelligence Applied Quantitative Data for Improving Quality will be available in the autumn of 2021, and I hope you will join us at EBS.